Mitt Romney is starting his Florida swing with a big warm welcome today in that crucial I-4 corridor. 4 years after Florida's Orlando Sentinel endorsed President Obama, the paper switched sides and backed Romney in an editorial today. Former Maryland Governor Bob Ehrlich, Daniela Gibbs-Leger, and David Drucker join me now. Here's what the Orlando Sentinel said. Economic growth 3 years into the recovery is anemic. Family incomes are down. Poverty is up. We have little confidence that Obama will be more successful managing the economy and the budget in the next 4 years. Daniela, that's a tough one. They backed John Kerry in 2004. This is, newspaper endorsements are meaningless. I believe they are meaningless. But it's a sentiment, right? This is and the only ones I ever pay attention to are ones that actually flip from what their traditional bent is.
Right. I think with this particular paper, though, I mean, except for 92, they have always backed the party that's not in power, which I think is interesting. So maybe they're just traditionally contrarian. Okay. I mean, look, I mean,
that's
it's true.
Elegant spin there.
It's not spin, it's the truth. Look, Florida was always going to be closed, especially the I-4 corridor. Would they have preferred if they endorsed them? I'm sure yes. But look, like I said, they've endorsed the party out of power since 92. I don't think anyone's going to be sweating bullets over this. They're going to keep moving forward.
Newspaper endorsements have so much impact now, huh? I'm kidding.
First of all, that was great.
That was great. I have to say, give it an award. You got to give it to her.
Not exactly a right-wing mouthpiece here. And sometimes I'm not going to comment on this. I'm going to let the words sink in.
Fair enough. David Drucker, though, it is sort of one of those. Look, Florida was hit harder by the economy and the housing crisis. And by the way, speaking of the housing crisis, an issue that has not been tackled at the debates.
No, not at all, and I think it should have been. I think if you look at the closing days of the election, Mitt Romney at least has some key things moving in his favor, but Obama is right there with him, and in some cases ahead of him.
Right, due to organizational
And so I think we have a real even-Steven race in the last 20 days.
It's going to be, it's going like this. They're going to tear each other's eyes out. That's it for this edition of the Daily Rundown. Oh, wait, I forgot. Shameless plugs. Go, David.
My colleague Shira Tuplitz is in the middle of a Rust Belt road trip.
There you go.
Ohio, Iowa, and Illinois. Follow her.
Fair enough.
Cap Action, we're releasing our Romney U state reports. We just released Iowa and North Carolina this week. Tom Perriello is traveling the states, telling them why President Romney would be horrible for them.
Okay.
Not buying that. Princeton Tigers 3 in a row.
Did they play? They play
football?
Wow.
And they can read and write, folks.
Really? All right. We're taking the show on the road again. We're going to see you next week from everywhere. Florida. I'll be in Cincinnati at some point. I think Illinois, Chicago. We'll see. All over. I'll see Shira on the road. Coming up next, Chris Jansing. Bye-bye.